Although the naughty words will be bleeped out, parental discretion is still advised. First of all, before I get into it, let me say congratulations to Asuka on her Raw title win. She is a deserving champion, and I'll be honest, I am a fan of Asuka. I dig her style, I dig the way she acts, and I definitely dig her wrestling ability. That being said, last night's title win with Sasha Banks was some boo. Not because of Asuka. As I said, she's a deserving title she's a deserving champion. However, I am so sick and tired of the microwave reigns of Sasha Banks. First of all, if Asuka should have won the women's championship, it should have been this championship. This is the SmackDown version of the women's championship. Because quite frankly, Bayley, and I have nothing against Bayley. Actually, this is the best she's been since her NXT days when she was Hugger Bayley. But Bayley's had that belt for a minute. In fact, she's had it almost a year, if I'm not mistaken. If she should have took the belt, if Asuka should have took a belt, it should have been Bayley's. It should not have been Sasha Banks. Because I am so tired of that sister getting these damn microwave title runs. I'd rather you not even give her the belt. Because honestly, Sasha doesn't need it. And to be honest, as much as I want to say racism, I really can't. Because they've treated even other African American champions that they've crowned the last few years with better respect than Sasha Banks. Like Naomi, for example. When she was the SmackDown Women's Champion, she actually won the belt twice. The first time was at, I think, the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, which they pulled the trigger way too soon on, and they thought she had an injury, which turned out to be not that serious. But anyway, she got a long title run. In fact, she was supposed to get a custom-made SmackDown Women's title belt. You see it right here. She was supposed to get a custom-made before they dropped it and made her job out to boring-ass Natalya Neidhart, which I actually like her in-ring work as well, but let's be honest, that woman is as boring as white bread anyway. But nevertheless, she got treated with more respect than Sasha Banks has when she ever held the title. Or take a look at Kofi Kingston, man. I mean, say what you want about the ending, about the way they just squashed him to Brock Lesnar at the end of his run, which I even had a problem with. But nevertheless, the man got a 6-month title run. And he was actually booked pretty strong during it. So even he got treated with more respect. And you know, and you've heard my opinion on the New Day. I looked at it as a buck dancing gimmick. I won't say the C word because I try to refrain from that. But nevertheless, the New Day was basically a buck dancing gimmick, but even he got treated with more respect than poor Sasha. Thing is, they're trying to fast forward and build up to the breakup, and we know it's going to happen. The breakup between Sasha Banks and Bayley. But my question is, why is everybody wanting this breakup to happen? Personally, I like them together as a heel tag team, Sasha and Bayley. And honestly, no offense to Asuka, like I said, she's a deserving wrestler. She's a deserving champion. But she should have lost both matches. Or they shouldn't have even booked it. Or I would have rather Sasha Banks not even won the Raw belt at all. Because it's becoming a running joke with Sasha. Every time she wins the belt, the very next time she gets in there and defends the belt, she loses. It's becoming a meme, quite frankly. I mean, come on. You realize how much more heat she would have, her and Bayley, if she would have retained last night and Bayley would have retained? How much more heat there would have been? I mean, come on. I know everybody wants to see Sasha and Bayley, but come on. You are not going to get TakeOver 2015 in Brooklyn. You're not going to get that. It's not going to happen, folks. that night was magic. I'll admit, it's one of my favorite matches ever. But you're not going to get that. I mean, the magic they had that night, it could never be duplicated. Ever. And this time around, it's going to be different anyway because this time Bayley's the heel. Despite everybody wanting Sasha to be the heel and stuff. No. There's no way. Nobody's going to boo. Well, maybe the diehard haters of hers. But most fans are not going to boo Sasha this time. It's going to be Bayley getting booed. And quite frankly, Bayley's doing a good job as a heel. Although I do think the commentators tried too hard to push her as a heel last night because honestly, that loss was not really her fault. She didn't take the hit for Sasha Banks like Sasha Banks took it for her. So, I don't blame Bayley. I'd have got out the way too. Fuck that. Shoot, I'd have got out the way too. But bottom line is this. I would rather, because really Sasha Banks doesn't need the championship, to be honest. I would rather her not have the title. They keep giving her these microwave title runs and making her look like a damn fool. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, you let Becky keep it for over a year, Becky Lynch, who I have nothing against. You let Charlotte, who got shoved down everybody's throat and up everyone's, but you let her keep it forever. Heck, like I said, even Naomi got treated with more respect. And I love some Naomi. But even Naomi got treated with more respect when she held the belt. But Sasha, when she holds, the only belt time she was ever really treated like a champion is when she was on NXT. Ever since she's been on the main roster, every belt except for the tag belts that she has held, she's only held for a cup of coffee, which is some bull. I know I stopped doing those, ain't this some you know what? I know I stopped doing them, but this video is pretty much akin to those. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on last night, which by the way, on the whole, the card was not bad. It was actually pretty good. But that particular match made me shake my head. On one hand, I love that Asuka regained the title, but I hate that it was Sasha and it was this soon. This would have been next month, I probably wouldn't have taken it as bad. But this soon? Yeah, this is a bunch of crap. Anyway, I'm out.